I am so tired of this team. What was that performance? We played against Sevilla and we want to know, you would think, okay, it was a comfortable game for us. We played well, but the score doesn't reflect how the game went. Looking into the context of the game, we would have drawn this game or even lost if not that we have Thibaut Courtois, who is the best goalkeeper in the world. First half, we kept conceding chances upon chances and the right back position was non-existent because clearly Raul Asensio is not a right back. And I don't know why Xabi Alonso played him for almost 90 minutes when he had an academic player in Raul Jimenez who was a natural right back. He would have tested the kid and gave him some chance. What are we doing? This team is clearly from being improving. We are not improving at all. This team looks disjointed. There's so much randomness in our play. There's no cohesion between these players. We are just a random team at the moment. And this is extremely bad. We need to save our season. Florentino Perez, I know you don't do business in January, but please go get us defenders in January. We need nothing less than 2 good defenders, else it is going to be ugly for us and we are going to have a horrible ending of the season. We need to improve and this team is clearly not improving. Okay, let's look at the play today. There was no coordination in our attack. We don't defend as a block. We were just so open. Yes, I know this is Sevilla that beat Barcelona 4-1, but coming into this game, we were playing at home. We had so much to prove. Dean Holstein, even Rudiger looks like a newbie. He looks like someone that has not defended before. There was a play that the attacker was above him some few meters and Rudiger was just jogging. He was just jogging. He wasn't even trying to kind of like sprint and get to the defender, just try to disturb him a little. No, Rudiger was just like jogging behind. No, these are not the attitude that we need to have. Real Madrid, it has to be a do or die. And Xabi Alonso, it's like you cannot control these players. These players are not listening to you. There's so much randomness in our play. And we don't know how to transition from defense to offense. When we win the ball deep in our own half, there ought to be a coordinated way for us to counter attacks. Every player needs to know their role. It ought to be automatic. When we win the ball, depending on where we win the ball, every runner needs to know how they are going to position themselves for us to be able to counter. This needs to be practiced in training. But what are we doing in training? Xabi Alonso, what are we doing in training? Now, there was a play that Raul Asensio got the ball at the back and he was running at the attack, like to kind of counter, but only Kylian Mbappe was with him at the front. The rest of the players were further back. What are we doing? This team just looks so disjointed. It looks disjointed. Yes, we won, we get the 3 points, good for us, but overall play, we were horrible. Courtois had to come with 4 big saves. 4 big saves. Credit to Thibaut Courtois for keeping this game goalless from Sevilla. Else we would have conceded a goal. And the Sevilla players were just terrible at finishing. If they had been superb finishers in Sevilla, they would have scored. For sure, they would have scored. What are we doing? Xabi Alonso, tell me, how has this team improved? I see Ada playing so deep. Yes, the formation in which we played, sometimes it was a 4-2-3-1. It allowed Jude and Ada to kind of switch the 10 position sometimes. It was good. Yes, but Ada needs to be very close to the strikers so he can orchestrate play, distribute passes, connect with Kylian Mbappe. His connection with Mbappe is very good. And speaking of Mbappe, he was so selfish in this game because of he wants to break that Cristiano Ronaldo's record. He was so selfish. There was a play, Vini of the left, just give the ball to Vini and maybe he can kind of square it back to you and even try to go because Vini had a better chance. But Mbappe wanted to shoot from there and that was so selfish of him. Even Vini gave him a ball that he should have scored, but he was so tensed, he couldn't hit the target, he missed the goal. The only positive I saw in this game was that Rodrigo is back. He scored against Manchester City. He scored again in the next game in La Liga and he also had an assist in this game and also caused a penalty. He was on fire. Rodrigo is back. And I kind of like the switching. He was switching with Vinicius Junior. Sometimes he pops up in the left, pops up in the middle. Sometimes Vini is on the left, sometimes Mbappe is on the right. I like that exchange in which they were doing in the attack. It makes the defender trying to guess where they would be, and they will not be able to predict who will be here at a particular time. I think PSG also does that. But we need to do it to perfection. We need to do that. Our midfield needs to be okay. Our defense has to be well organized. We are not organized at the back, and it's costing us. It's costing us big time. We need to get defenders. We need to get defenders. Jude was good in this game. He tried. He made more tackles. He had his goal. His brother was in the stand watching him. And then, Sergio Ramos, I knew you were at the stadium. You posted in your story in that game. I knew you were in the stadium. If you need a job in the dressing room, please, please, and please, yes, just talk to Florentino Perez. He's your buddy. Talk to him. Go to the dressing room and talk to these players. Teach them how to fucking defend. After watching this game, I'm pretty much sure you can still defend more than Rudiger. Because Rudiger was just crap in this game. I don't know what Asensio was doing. He's not a natural right back, so I can't really blame him. I blame Xabi Alonso for playing him out of position in this game. Valverde was sick. He couldn't play. He has a flu. There's a flu going on in Spain right now, and it's spreading. So Valverde kind of caught it. So he couldn't play this game. We need to be better. If we want to achieve something this season, we need to be better. And this project is clearly not working. Something absolutely needs to change. We need to save our season. Something clearly needs to change, and Xabi Alonso is not getting it right. I'm not saying if we sack Xabi, it is automatically going to be good for us. No, but it is a step. And who is going to come in? But if we don't have a good option to replace him, then we should leave him. And we are going to be playing the Super Copa in January, and I am absolutely scared. Because every time we play against a decent team that knows what to do, they expose our weakness. Back in La Liga, Atletico Madrid trashed us a 5-2, and we are going to be playing them in the semi-finals of this game. We are going to be playing them, and if we win them, potentially we are going to be meeting Barcelona in what will be another Clasico final. What is going to happen? Playing like this, we are just going to be disgraced. We've only had 3 to 4 good games this season, which is unacceptable. It is unacceptable, and this team just keeps making me mad. This team keeps driving me crazy. I don't know what we're doing. We clearly need to improve, man. Something clearly needs to change. Something clearly needs to change, else we are going to have another horrible season, and it is going to be horrible for us Madrid fans.